that music hits different on a Monday morning, Fred Blanton.
That music gets me jacked up.
Hey, it also hits different, and I'm gonna make this big. It's gonna man, look at that.
Ooh.
That hair is kind of
Dude.
maybe I should make it small again. Uh yeah, got back from the beach. I've got a new computer.
You made it happen at the beach.
Yeah, well, I said I got back from the beach. I'm gonna turn you up in my headphones. Uh I I got back from the beach and I haven't had a chance to go get a haircut. Going to get a haircut today, but I do have a new computer. Can you tell?
Man, yes, and that is awesome. Tell us a story. Did you buy it at the beach?
I did not buy it at the beach. I got back. By the way, this is episode 299 of First Sip. So welcome to episode
Say it in
299.
Spanish.
What's that?
Say it in Spanish.
Uh, I have no idea. No idea. I bet somebody in the comments knows how to say it. Russ Hammond says, "Good morning. Good morning, Russ Hammond. Red Wing Shoes, Spartanburg, South Carolina." And here, Paul Pappy in the house, and we're off and running. Good to see you guys this morning. Fred, did you have a good weekend?
Yeah. Do you have a cup of coffee?
Let's do this, please.
First sip. Let's go.
Cup number 299. Let's do it. I am so excited to have Vicky here and to also have my new computer. It's unbelievable. Hat hair. Exactly. It's been nice though, getting up, throw it on that hat, not ironing the shirt in the evenings. It's been nice. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, Vicky. It's going to be a great week. Here's what I will say. After 299 episodes, I know that when I have a lot to talk about, I tend to talk too much, Fred.
Uh-oh. But do you have a lot to talk about today?
I do have a lot to talk about today. And I want to share that with you. I sent you a text, somebody that I've been thinking a lot about, this guy right here. Jimmy Valvano. Do you remember him?
Of course I remember him.
So he's an old school basketball coach. My dad's a huge basketball fan, loved college basketball growing up. He loved Jimmy V, and Jimmy V got sick, and he gave a speech at the ESPY Awards, and I loved that speech. But he died young, but he had a lot of passion. Jimmy V had a lot of energy.
Oh yeah, and it was contagious energy.
It was contagious.
Not just to his players, but to the fans, the community, other coaches in the ACC.
Yeah, and it makes me sad. I just thought about him running out onto the floor when they won the national championship, or maybe it was to go to the national championship, but they won a big game, and he runs out onto the floor, and he's just looking for somebody to celebrate with. Yeah. And that's who Jimmy V was. And so when he got sick and he gave his final speech, knowing that he was no longer going to be here, man, that was just so powerful. But the three things that he said we should do every single day, and I like that because we've done this 299 days in a row. What is it that we're trying to do? He said, every day you should laugh. We've talked about that before. Every day you should laugh. Every day you should think, spend a little time in thought. Too often we're just going through the motions, Fred. And this last one, every day I look at you and I want to cry. You look at me and you probably want to cry. So this last one will be easy. Laugh, think, and cry every single day. But that third one, that cry, we think, oh, I don't want to cry every day. I don't want to cry to get my mind right. But I started thinking about that. That's really emotion that moves us to action. Emotion that moves us to action. And so if we can ring those three bells every single day, to me, that's mindset. I want to be laughing. I don't want to have a scowl on my face. strategy. We're thinking about how we're going to execute, and then the emotion of running out onto the field. That's the execution. So I thought maybe with First Sip, these are the three bells that we're trying to ring every single day. Laugh a little bit, think a little bit, and move ourselves to that same Jimmy V emotion that he had when he was running out onto the floor.
Man.
And I'm done.
Whew. All right, can we go back to the first three?
Sorry, Fred. Yes.
Can you?
Yes.
There we go. Laugh, think, and cry. And you were right. When I look at you, it does draw emotion from me. It makes most days it makes me laugh because I'm thinking about your hairdo. And then I can only imagine if I kept giving you a hard time, it would make you cry. So I stopped.
Oh, thank you. See, but we could bring every bell, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. My favorite thing in life is laughing. My favorite thing in life is laughing. And I agree. Episodio 299.
Episodio.
Episodio. See, I'm not good at that. You guys are better with the foreign. I'll never be able to speak a foreign language. I'm just terrible.
Don't say that. No hueve.
I just said I can't, and you missed it. Hey, look at here. See, I told you I had a lot to say, and you should have cut me off. But here we go. This is my attempt. So I started thinking.
Go back to the second three.
Okay. Mindset, strategy, execution. So laugh, think, cry. Mindset, strategy, execution. Right.
And you're trying to link the first three into the second three.
That's right. Laugh is to me is mindset.
Okay.
Right. We're not going to be serious. We're going to be, if you go in and you're too serious, sometimes that doesn't land the best.
Well, isn't there a time to be serious and nothing but serious?
Yes. There's a time to be serious. There's a time to laugh. There's a time to be serious. There's a time. I will say that it is important to laugh. And I started thinking about how the flow of the show is really what I was thinking about when I got into Jimmy V. And Jimmy V, he, with the laughing, there is a lot of funny things out there. And I've got a couple right now that I'd like to try with Fred to see if I can get him to laugh this morning.
Oh, boy. Oh,
you ready?
Boy.
You ready?
I'm ready.
I love me some Yogi Berra. So here's a Yogi quote. Baseball is 90% mental. The other half is physical. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think, Fred?
What?
Is it funny?
Oh, no.
No. Okay, how about this? George Carlin. You know who George Carlin is?
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that anybody driving slower than you is an idiot and anyone going faster than you is a maniac?
Now, that does happen, right? All you got to do is go up and down 85.
Yeah. And
those two terms, they may enter your mind.
Now, why is that? We're driving the perfect speed, but everybody else, they're either crazy for driving slow, an idiot for driving slower, or a maniac for driving faster than us.
Oh my gosh, this guy's going to cause a wreck. He's going so fast. Oh, you're an idiot, man. You're going 55.
Exactly. Now, on someone else's scale, we are going to fall in one of those two categories, very likely. In their minds.
Which do you think I fall in?
I'm going to say you typically drive faster than the speed limit. I'm going to say.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Because I got somewhere to go.
He's got somewhere to go. Do you get front now on the way to the beach?
Yes.
There was a big truck that came up behind my dad, and he was just trying. He said, "I'm just getting over for a second." He started they started talking to him because they were riding his bumper. Was that you, Fred Blanton?
It could have been. Was he in the left lane?
But just for a second, just for a split second, he was in that left lane and hit. And man, there was somebody all over it. Hey, you know what? Can you believe that I didn't even get to the thing that I really wanted to talk about today?
Which was what?
Decisions.
Well, it was your decision not to if we hadn't.
I know. Well, I went back. I went back, but here, and that's why I said I got too much. But decisions is something that I think that we should talk about a lot when it comes to thinking. But when you see these words right here, what comes to mind?
Turnaround time?
Anything come to mind?
Yeah, there's a few things. Like you drop something off, you're waiting to get it back. What's the turnaround time?
Yeah, the turnaround time. Right. But I guess I could have asked that a different way. Is it time to turn around? So maybe in our behaviors, maybe we've been doing something for a long time, but it's time to turn around. Maybe it's a behavioral thing. Maybe it's something that we're in a job that it's time to maybe look for a new job, or something that we put a lot of effort into, but things just aren't working out. Sometimes it's turnaround time.
Maybe.
Anything?
Maybe.
Yeah. The reason that came up to me is Mount Everest, May 10th, 1996. Mount Everest, May 10th, 1996. And I'm not going to have time to tell this the way that I wanted to, but I'm going to put this quote up. I put too much of myself into this mountain to quit now without giving everything I've got. Doug Hansen. So there's a story, Mount Everest, May 10th, 1996, about turnaround time. And this was just a very interesting story that I read about at the beach. But this gentleman right here, he said, I put too much into this mountain to quit now without giving everything I've got. The guy he was with, in climbing, there's only one thing worse than not reaching the top, and that's when others do and you don't. And now I know you've done a lot of endurance races, some longer races, some team endurance races. And when I was listening to them talk about this mountain climb, I said, man, you probably feel a lot of those same things when you're running on a long race with a team. Do you not?
Yeah, you've got to finish, period. There's no other option.
There's no other options. You're all in. Well, that's why this was such a powerful story, this turnaround time. On Mount Everest, you don't know when the weather might change. So the last little run to go to the top, which I say a little run, this was like a 24-hour hike. They had a turnaround time. They had to decide, hey, it's either keep going and we can make it, or turn around now, because it's no man's land after this. This gentleman, I put too much into this mountain to quit now without giving everything I got. He literally gave everything he got. He gave his health and his life to that mountain. And this gentleman wanted to go because he felt the pressure from everyone else. He knew that he had put so much time and energy and effort into that, but he didn't go. And so I just think it was a fantastic metaphor for, we have these goals, but we have ego, we have the need for others, we have our own desires, and it's never a good idea to quit. But we have to make those decisions, right? That's why every person has to look at the situation, look at the ego, talk to other people to really decide, is it time to turn around? Mel Robbins, I'm gonna end it with this, my final quote. Mel Robbins, sorry, Fred. You are one decision away from a completely different life. And here's the problem. When I get excited about stuff, this was a really powerful story that I read, and I wanted to share it. I didn't do a great job at delivering that information, but that story, it really put me into that situation. Is it turnaround time? Is it turnaround time? Fred, sorry for not letting Fred talk today.
Does anybody else feel like they just rode 5 roller coasters in a row? Hey,
sorry guys. Hey,
it's Monday. Let's go make it happen.
Hey, I like it. Hey, y'all have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow live 7:55 for episode 300
with a very dialed in topic tomorrow. Just wait and see.
Let's roll. Bye-bye.